Hi guys, welcome back to the not so sunny Isle of Wight. We're down on the site. We've done some major work. I've got the crew down today, my three lovely boys. They're a bit camera shy, so they don't want to be seen on camera. So I'm just going to quickly show you what we've done because it is really wet here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really wet. So yeah, let's just have a look around and see what we've done. So here we are back at plot 94 and let's go and have a look at what's happened. Well, not a lot going on in the shed today, so I kept that shut. The greenhouse is not doing too bad now that we started to get the water regime back up to running really. Had a terrible time, as you probably know, with my father going into hospital. He's all out now, so thank you for everyone for all your kind words. He is out, he's back at home, and let's just hope he doesn't get another chest infection because this really was a close one. Alright, so tomatoes are doing really well. These were the sub-zeros that we were growing. So that, yeah, they can really tell the sub-zeros, they don't like the heat. A little bit of water deficiency on there as well, but we have watered. So that was looking good, and we got some nice tomatoes. Been having some lovely tomatoes. Bit too many for the wife. She says, "Oh, I can't do it all." So that's all right. I said, because I'm going to make some chili jam, and we need tomatoes for chili jam, and we need peppers, and of course chilies. Now these Cape gooseberries are coming along. I was going to whip these out, but I've actually started getting the fruits now, so I'm not going to whip those ones out. And the ones at home have gone absolutely crackers. But of course these were put out a bit later than the ones at home. I'm going to shut this up because it's a real warm, cold day. Peppers, well, they're coming along. Not doing as well as I thought they might. We're starting to get some mould on the ends of them. So they're not really doing what I thought they might. But I'm going to get one or two off them. There's a nice one turning red there. I don't mind too much. I'll cut the mould out and just eat the rest really. But that'll be used in my chili jam as well, so we'll cut out the mould and that'll be good. So so they're good. And the chilies we're going to use, so these cane and purple, I don't know what burn factor they have, but we're going to find out. So that's all good. We've got those, and then we've got these here which are Long John, so we're letting them just keep going. More water we can get into them, better for them really. Tomatoes over this side as well. We've got the black cherries. I've had lots off of there. They are doing really well. That's what they sort of look like once they're ready. They don't go completely black. They just sort of go dark red really. Really nice. Here we are, look, some more here. See, they don't go completely black. But they have been really nice and they've grown really well. Really have grown well. So can't grumble with that. Been reading though about a new debate going on about tomatoes, about pulling the leaves off. People are now debating and saying, well, actually, if you pull the leaves off, you don't get a sweet tomato because the leaves have something to do with it. I'm only saying what was said on this debate because I obviously don't know myself. But what do you guys think of that? Do you think pulling the leaves off do make them a little bit more bitter? Or do you think pulling the leaves off just makes them swell and that's the idea, so the water doesn't go to the leaves? So maybe some comments below on that, and we'll see, we'll have a good read of those, and maybe we'll chat a bit further about that. Alright, so that's the greenhouse. Now remember, I didn't really think this was going to be up and running this year, but it was. Done really well with that. All the potatoes have gone. I've actually got a potato reveal video to put out there of my experiment in this 1 foot deep, 2 foot wide and 6 foot long, what I call my coffins, and we really did have a good crop out of there. So watch the reveal when I stick it on, and then here was my onions, shallots and onions, and we had a really good crop of shallots in there. We got it must have been a good 20 pounds of shallots there. It was really good crop. And the onions I put in the end were just some seed onions I had at home. which I grew from seed, and they grew really well as well. So doing really good. The rhubarb's doing really well. I think all the yellowing was lack of water. Now that we're getting plenty of rain and I'm up watering it, we're getting a really good crop of rhubarb coming through. So that's been really nice, because the wife's been making rhubarb cake, which I might share with you on my cooking programs that we're going to be doing over the winter. All right, I'll share that with you. Didn't get any black currants. They did grow. Birds got there before I did. My own fault. This is what normally happens. I think this is why. So yeah, so that's normally my problem, is that I sort of go all guns blazing at the beginning, and then I don't know if it's lose interest or just something always seems to happen, and I can never find time to get things done, and weeds take over, blah blah blah. And I think that's my problem with the allotment. So I've got to try a lot harder next year on that and trying to get that done. So the bought trees, patio trees, they're not doing too bad. That one's actually lost its leaves, which was the Golden Delicious. I'm hoping it's not dead. I'll put some feed around them as well, but this one's okay. And then we've got the Gala apple here with that's the Gala apple, and then we've got the cherry tree there. And I've actually looked at these leaves and looked at the tree over the other side, and I think it is a cherry tree. So that's a plum. That's a plum tree there. So there we go. So lots happened with the crew today. In about hour and a half to 2 hours, we have cut back to the floor all of the brambles and all of the weeds of this area. So I'm now back pretty much to where I was before the weeds started growing and before work took over, and personal things as well. So we've cut all the way back to these blackberry bushes, and we've been rewarded with, so far we've had 24 pounds of blackberries off of this wild bush. And I'm now thinking that I might have a go at taming this bush and making it into rows, so that we have still got blackberries, but they're just not wild and taking over the whole plot. So I could have a nice if you like, a wall of blackberries, so like a wall of blackberries here, but we can still get round it and we'll still be able to do stuff behind it, so almost like a Heidi secret garden at the back there. So the blackberries we have found. Now this we found, now I really would be interested if somebody could tell me what on earth this is. To me it looks like a pigtail, but I know it's not a plant. But if you could tell me what plant this is, because it looks to me a bit Jurassic. It's got these huge leaves on it, and I don't know, really don't know what that is. Rat's tail or something. But let me know in the comments below, because I love to know what that is. So I've been cutting through here as well to get to these lovely blackberries. And what did I find when I was cutting through here? Well, apart from all these lovely flowers, got some beautiful flowers there. Look at those, they're lovely. There's nothing like flowers, is there? I think they are beautiful. But we did find this. I don't know if you can see it. They are sloes. So I've got my own sloe tree at the moment. I'm going to cut that back down and hopefully get it to bush out, and when I've got nice sloes to make my old sloe sherry, because I make sloe sherry, not sloe gin. Don't like gin. Ooh, can't stand the taste, but sherry works really, really well. And I'll even show you when they plumpen up in October. I'll show you how I do my sherry. All right, so lots to look forward to. Still got a few more weeds to cut back, as you can see, but I didn't want to work the boys to death, otherwise they'll never come back, and I'm trying to show them this is fun. The bush in the middle, I'm absolutely gutted because all of the fruit has dropped off. I can't find any anywhere. Whether the birds have eaten it, I do not know. So I still don't know if this is a currant bush, whether it's a thornless gooseberry. All I know is it's going to get a really good pruning back this year. So I've made some command decisions. I was going to put the glass into this greenhouse here, and do a nice brick base and get it all up and running in glass. But you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this as a fruit cage. Fruit stroke brassica, I think will be a good idea with this. And that's going to go over there, and I'm going to hopefully rotivate all those weeds out of the ground. I'm really going to go for it with a rotavator, get them out of the ground, dig it over as much as I can, put this big greenhouse there, cover it in netting, and then that's going to be my fruit stroke brassica cage. Hopefully that will work, because I would love to grow the wife some well, what do you call them? Those things make you fart. What are they? Sprouts. Love to grow some sprouts for the wife. She loves sprouts. Unfortunately, pigeons eat them all, so we'll try that. Now this has not done anything. I'm really upset. We had some lovely flowers on it, and then nothing, absolutely nothing. But I think it's a cherry. I'm hoping it's not what they call them, ornamental cherry, where you just get flowers and no fruit, I believe is the word for them. Hopefully it's not one of those. So hopefully I'm going to give it one more year, and if I get nothing on it, then I'm going to have to take it out, because it's just taking up space, isn't it? Unfortunate. So yeah, all doing really well. We found out what that humongous tree was there. Green gages. I still think it's green gages, because we had like these little yellow plums on it. So unless they're a golden mini plum, but I think it's definitely a green gauge tree, which was going to get I'm going to have to really take that back, because it's gone monstrously mental. Any tips on that, let me know in the comments below. So around here I gained another bath, which is really cool. So now I can get on and do another bed there, because I've got a bath. This is going to be my bath bed, sort of all the way down there once we've rotivated it. The weeds are monstrous around here. I could do with some chickens really to eat all the seeds. So the conifer bed, which is in a bath, did work really well, and people have said, well, maybe they won't get the nutrients, but I'm ramming manures and stuff in there for that conifer, not comfrey. So yeah, so hopefully that will still work. Potatoes at the back, the old Xena, doing really well, getting loads and loads of water there off this lovely tree. And somebody come up and told me what it was the other day. I nearly died, because it is, look at these, what are these? I think they're hazelnuts. Is it hazelnuts? No, horse chestnut? Oh, something like that. Blimey, you'll be able to tell me, won't you? Put it in the comments below. So I've got a whole tree of it here. So looks like we've got some nuts. Don't know when to pick them. So maybe you could let me know in the comments below if anyone knows what it is. Yeah, is it horse chestnuts? Chestnuts? Something like that, isn't it? You could let me know. And it's not horse chestnut, that's a conker, isn't it? I think that's right. Right, let me know anyway. Put it in the comments below. So yeah, the weeds have taken over. Somebody did actually suggest just buying a load of weed killer and killing them all off. That would probably send everyone into an absolute mass uproar, and probably lose every subscriber that I've got, because of course we're not really into weed killing with chemicals, are we? So we'll see what we can do with those. But yeah, so things are coming along. I feel a lot better now. I've got rid of those weeds with the boys. I don't think the boys understand how that makes me feel, getting rid of all that. So I am sopping wet, and I think it's time really. Oh, that's the pineapple mint, beautiful. Sage, do you like the sage? This is in my palette wall, which I've bagged up to put some herbs in there, and that's really catching on. Got mint that side. Sorry, that's lemon balm, and then here we've got the chocolate mint, which needs cutting back now. But they're all looking good. So there we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Look around, lots happened. Thank you to everyone for your kind words about my father. That's really, really kind of you. And I'm hoping to keep these videos going. I know I've missed a couple of weeks now. That was previous, but I hope we're going to get it back up to speed. All right, we've got some cooking ones. Been recording some cooking as well for the winter months when things don't grow in the garden, and there won't be a lot for you to see. So hopefully the cookery ones will be there for you. All right, so for this week, bye bye everyone. See you next time. All right, bye bye.